Hey makers, in this video, I'll show you how to build this snap-fit 4-wheel drive robot car with FPV camera and Android app control, all powered by the ESP32 cam. I designed the chassis to print in one piece with no supports, no screws, and it assembles in minutes like Lego. Here is everything you will need to build the project. It comes in a kit like this, ready to go. We have the chassis and we have the four wheels, right? This is the four wheels. We have the four motors because it's going to be a four-wheel drive. We have all four motors here, and we have a battery holder. That's a battery holder. We have the ESP32 cam and the programmer, because the programmer you just need to attach it to it and connect it to the computer. We have the cables, the jumper wires, and the other cables that you're going to use to make all of your connections. We have the motor driver itself. We have the lithium ion battery. You're using 2 cells. The chassis is designed in Fusion 360 to print in a single piece with no supports. I use PETG for durability, but PLA works too. Recommended settings are 0.2 millimeter layer, right? 2 walls, 15 to 20% infill is just perfect. Once you're done printing, assembling the motor is super simple. You just need to insert the geared motors into the holes that are made for them. They just click in perfectly. No screw to hold them in their perfect size to hold them tight, and this is it. Then once you are done with the motors, you can start putting in the wheels, right? We have 4 of them, as it's a 4-wheel drive, and you can insert them one after the other. Just the way I'm doing it here in the video. You can just follow them, follow the video tutorial. So once you're done, there are literally holes for everything. Holes, compartment, whatever you call it, for everything. That is for the motor driver initially, the battery holder. Then we have the ESP32 cam. You are going to have to remove the programmer so that you can just fit it in right at the front. The camera facing forward so that you can have your FPV view, just the way I did it here. You have the switch. You just plug in the switch to either side. I prefer the right hand side because that is where you would eventually know why I'm using the right hand side. Then you have the batteries in. All right. Let's now take a look at the motor driver. It is original designed for a 2-wheel drive. We have just 2 ports for 2 motors, but we're going to in a way hack it to work for 4-wheel drive in this situation. Let's just start with a connection, right? You're going to need these flexible wires to make all of your connections, like the motors connecting to the motor driver. You're going to need this very flexible wire for that. You should have your cutter handy, or scissors, or whatever you are going to use to make the cutting easy for you. First of all, each and every motor have 2 connectors. I would call it the first connector and the second connector. So this is the first one. You connect both of them and try to cut it right at where the motor driver is, just enough to fit into the motor driver. That is a general rule of thumb for every one of them. For the front one too, you have the first terminal and the second terminal. You cut it just long enough to fit into the motor driver. We have to do it like this for all 4 of them. You can see me taking a measurement of it to know the exact length that fits into the motor driver, so I get done with all 4 of them. So once we're done with all 4 of them, we now have to connect 2 motors together from each side, right? We have two motors from each side. We have, just the way I labeled it, first connector, second connector. So the first connector connects to the first connector, right? That is terminal 1 connect to terminal 1. Terminal 2 of the first motor connects to terminal 2 of the second motor. So that at the end we just have two terminals for two motor instead of four terminals. This is just a hack around for us to be able to use the two-wheel drive motor driver for a four-wheel drive uh, robotic car. After all of that, we can now start connecting to the motor driver. So the first terminals, which is two terminals from the two motors connected together, that is the first two terminals from the two motors, will go to the first terminal of the motor driver. You just unscrew and push it in, right, and screw it back, and make sure it's just firm enough so that it doesn't pull out, right? Screw it tight and try to pull it out and be sure that it's firmly inserted. Then we can go for the second one, which is the second terminal of each motor on the side connected together. You also unscrew and push it in and just make sure it is perfect inside of it. Make sure it's very tight and you don't have some partial contact while you are testing the car, so you can just make sure it's firm, tested. Then we can go to the second side of the motor driver and we do the same thing. First terminal of the two motor together, then all both together into the first terminal of the motor driver. Then we do that for the second terminal as well, which is just exactly the way I'm doing it here. You can just follow it. So once we're done, the next step is to simply insert the switch. It's very basic. The switch is just to break the connection of the battery to the motor driver. So we're going to take the red terminal of the battery holder and connect it to one side of the switch. Just, you don't need to solder anything, just push it into the hole and twist around. Then we have one of the wires, other wire connecting to the second terminal. Just push it inside the hole and also twist it around and make sure it's just a little bit firm enough to make proper connection here. And once you're done, you just push the switch into the compartment meant for the switch, and it sits in there perfectly, just the way I'm doing it here. After you're done with that, you can now take the wire from the second terminal of the switch and connect it to the motor driver. You need to take a good look at the motor driver here. You are going to be connecting it to that terminal labeled 12 volt. I'm showing you here. Look at it. It's the 12 volt terminal. So you just fold it a little bit just to make sure it's tight, then loosen up the screw for that 12 volt terminal, right, and get it in and screw it back just the way I'm doing it. You can just follow along. So once you're done, you have the second terminal of the battery to deal with. It's black, it's ground, and you are just going to connect it to the ground of the motor driver, which is the center of the three terminals that we have on the motor driver. It's barely long enough to get there, but it's perfect length, so just push it in and tie it back. I believe you are already getting the idea. The red one passes through a switch so that you will be able to turn off the motor and turn it on. So that's why we did not connect the red one directly, but the black one comes in directly. It's as simple as that. So after this, we are going to head straight to programming the the ESP32 cam. From here, after programming, we can now make a connection to the motor. Yeah, to download to upload the code, you head over to arduino.cc, where we can program the ESP32 camera. It's very simple. Once you are here, you go to the products. On the products, you are going to see the Arduino Cloud Editor. I think that is it, Arduino Cloud Editor. You click it and it's going to load. It will look pretty much like this. So then you open the Telegram. So opening the Telegram, you're going to come down to the code for the FPV four-wheel drive robot. We have two of them here. One is in .cpp, while the other one is in .ino. The one in .cpp is intended to be used on if you are using platform IO to upload your code, which is on an extension on a Visual Studio Code, while this is for the Arduino IDE, and this is the one we're going to be using. Download, which I already did, then you can show in folder and actually drag and drop. I hope so. You can drag and drop it into the Arduino IDE cloud. Right, okay, it did not do it well, so I'm going to, instead of that, just Command A in Windows, Control A, clear everything, then come back and drag and drop it there. So dragging and drop it, you're going to have the entire code inside of it. Then you can it's going to ask you to select a device, no device found, all of that. Of course, no device is going to be found. So you see this two button, this is supposed to be used to compile and this is supposed to be used to upload. So first of all, you're going to come down here and you could just plug in the device, which is the ESP32 camera, or at first you can come here and look for the ESP32 cam. You're gonna see did I just missed it? ESP32 cam AI Tinker, ESP32 AI Tinker camera. You select it, but it's gonna tell you device not found, right? And I already did something that you should have done, okay, which is Arduino Cloud Agent. If it's going to request you to download Arduino Cloud Agent, please do download it so that it will help you communicate with the AI Tinker over USB. ESP32 come over USB. If it doesn't ask, then you can go ahead and connect. Yeah, so you can go ahead and connect. All right, here we go. I have this cable here that I will use to connect it. It's the USB type, not type C. So it's connected. I'm just going to put it here and connect it to my computer. Let's see if it's going to see it now. Is it seeing it? Yes, you see it's recognized it. So we have it here. Right, you select it. Remember, it's AI Tinker, and good. We're good to go. So we can now either verify it first, same thing as compile it first, or just upload directly. Uploading directly will both verify and upload to the ESP32 cam. So you can take a good look at the console here. We are verifying at 12%. So and here we go. We are done uploading. We're done uploading here, and this is it. I could just restart, or just unplug it and plug it back in. And to test that it's working, you can just come over to your app. Okay, first of all, before the app, Wi-Fi, hold it down, and you can see it's already broadcasting its USSID. You can I think the password is here, simply 87 sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now we are connected, and we can come back to the app and just, here we go. We have the camera here. This is the camera feed. We can actually turn on the headlights on the ESP32 cam. You can just test it out like that and you're good to go. All right, now we are done with the programming. We can now come to make this connection. First of all, the first connection we're going to make is the positive and the negative connection to the ESP32 cam. We are going to be using this cable red and black, no, brown for it. Red for the positive and the brown for the negative. When you pick the ESP32 cam, you will see the positive, which is the part labeled 5 volt, is right at the top here. So you just push it in, then you will push the brown to the one next to it, which is the ground. So now here on the motor driver, this is how we're going to make the connection. We are connecting the red jumper wire to the last terminal on the motor driver that is labeled 5 volts. So the motor driver itself already regulates the battery voltage, which is about 7.4 volts to 5 volts, so that our ESP32 cam can use it. You cannot connect it to any other place. It must be to the 5 volts. If not, you are going to fry your ESP32 cam. Then the second terminal, of course, is going to join the battery black wire at the ground, so you can just twist it together and still push it to the same place where you put the battery negative terminal. You can also refer to it as just a common ground, right? So you just tighten it enough so that you don't have partial contact as well. So once we are done, we have the signal connections to be done with the ESP32 cam and the motor driver. That is, we are done with the power connection. Now we will go for the signal connection. So we're going to make this cable connection where we have 2 in, 1 out, right? Just the way I'm making it, I am going to cut 2 jumper wire. I have 2 in, 1 out. This is going to serve as a connection to our enable pin of the motor driver, and it's still going to is the one that we're going to be using to control the speed, PWM speed of the robot. So let me not bug you with that. Just connect it to the 2 right edges, enable A and enable B, or enable 1 or enable 2. Then it connects right to the ESP32 cam, right? the next thing we are going to do is to connect these 4 jumper wires to the remaining center signal wires, which is in 1, in 2, in 3, in 4. Yeah, 4 of them, just the way I'm doing it. So we start from the green to the white. Your own might be a different color, right? So green to white, right? Then at the other edge of it, just the way it is, we kind of it kind of just follows each other like that. If you see, the white is at the other end, right? The white is at the other end of the jumper wire. So we can just start from the green, which is at the other extreme end, and let it follow each other like that. You can see the yellow one, which is for the enable, is right at the top of the other one. So this is all the connection you just literally need to make, and we are good to go. So now look at it very well and just copy it. So we can now put the ESP32 cam right into its compartments, and we are literally done with our project. Yeah, all right. To get the app, you can come to the Telegram channel. There you have all of the file, the STL, and every other thing. Once you click on the app, you can go to your can save it to downloads, then open downloads. So you have this app, then you can click install. It's pretty much straightforward. The app is just gonna install, then you open it. So at this point, after downloading and installing the app, you can just turn on your Wi-Fi and let it search. While it's searching, you can turn on the robotic 4-wheel drive car, and it will be able to find it on its search list, and you see they labeled FPV 4-wheel drive with some serial number. So you can now go back to your app. Yeah, go back to your app. So on the app, you see the connect button. Just tap on it and you will link up with your FPV robot car. You can see the camera feed, and you have the joystick that controls the car. You can go forward and go backward, turn around, turn right, turn left as well, and just have fun. Just make sure to check the Telegram channel for all of the files available to make this robot work. Before I forgot, there is a headlight functionality on the car. You can turn it on, turn it on. We also have tutorial section on the app where you can quickly walk yourself through on how to assemble it, and also a link to this video right there. Just have fun.